Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dong Nai Radio and Television Stations. Here's the news today. By the end of November 2022, the Import and Export Performance Indicator at the Customs Department of Dong Nai Province has achieved impressive results. Specifically, the total import-export turnover reached $37 billion, of which the export turnover reached $22 billion, up 20% over the same period. The trade surplus reached $7 billion, an increase of 75% compared to 2021. State budget revenue reached 22,000 billion Vietnam dong. Dong Nai Customs Department expect that by the end of this year, the total state budget revenue in 2022 will reach 23 trillion Vietnam dong, reach 129% of the excise target. Import and export turnover is estimated at $40 billion, the highest ever. Currently, the main groups of import and export commodities in the area are metals, chemistry, machinery and equipment, raw materials, and textile products. Yesterday, the Department of Science and Technology of Dong Nai Province held the closing ceremony of Dong Nai Province Innovation Startup Festival, TechFest Dong Nai 2022, and awarded the Innovation Startup Contest in 2022. In the fourth year of organizations, the organizing committee received 32 applications, an increase of 128% compared to 2021. The contest was held live, and live-streamed on fan pages and YouTube channels. As a result, the organizing committee awarded 2 second prizes and 3 third prizes and awarded training certificate to 8 innovative startup mentors. At the closing ceremony, Mr. Lại Thế Thong, Director of Dong Nai Department of Science and Technology, launched the Startup and Innovative Contest in Dong Nai Province in 2023. TechFest Dong Nai 2022 is gradually affirming the role of science and technology industry in the social economic development of the province towards a comprehensive open ecosystem, attracting a lot of social resources to start up and innovate. Yesterday in Hanoi, the 30th anniversary of the International Day of People with Disability. On December the 3rd, the forum with the theme Listening to the Voices of People with Disability was organized by the National Committee for People with Disability, Vietnam and the United Nations Development Program and Hanoi Associations with People with Disability jointly organized. Currently, Vietnam has about 6.4 million people with disability, accounting for more than 7% of the population aged 2 years and over, of which people with severe and especially severe disability accounted for 29%. About 10% of people with disability belong to poor households. Currently, there are 63 employment services centers nationwide. On average, each year, the center provides vocational training and job placement counseling for about 20,000 people with disability, with a success rate of over 50%. At the forum, delegates raised many issues of practical significance, including new policy for people with disability, future orientation, loan process, and procedures for people with disability. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim last night announced his cabinet with the Ahmed Zahid Hamidi, leader of the BN Party, and the Fadillah Yusuf, leader of the GPS Party, as Deputy Prime Minister. The swearing-in ceremony of the cabinet will take place this afternoon. Mr. Anwar's cabinet consists of 28 ministers, fewer than recent cabinets. Prime Minister Anwar will also serve as finance minister, while Tengku Alder Aziz will serve as a trade minister. The ministries of defense and economy will be held by Mr. Mohammed Hassan and Mr. Rafizi Ramli, respectively. In a televised address last night, Mr. Anwar said, "After I take the oath of office, I will hold a special meeting with the ministers to come up with some new rules, guidelines, methods to accelerate their efforts to carry out their duties." Mr. Anwar also stressed that his unity government issues of good governance, easing the burden on the people, and economic development will be top priorities. French President Emmanuel Macron ended his visit to the United States yesterday by visiting Louisiana and announced the establishment of the fund to fund the teachings of the French in the state. Mr. Macron met with the leader visiting the French Quarter in New Orleans. After that, Mr. Macron planned to go to Jackson Square, where he will received by Mayor LaToya Central and have a discussion with Governor John Bel Edwards about climate change. Mr. Macron's visit to Louisiana is a good news for the French-speaking community there. Christian Verdin, a resident, said, "It's nice that Mr. Macron is coming to the U.S. and taking the time to come to New Orleans to meet us. This is the first visit by the French president since Valéry Giscard d'Estaing to New Orleans in 1976. This is the end of the news today. Thank you for watching.